That good opening though.
Yeah, what movie are we? What movie are we talking about?
One farter after a farter.
One fart after a fart.
Everyone, I'll be here all week.
I think we just talked about...
Have we started recording?
I just hit the button.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I honestly, Cole, I should have hit the go button, but
That was a good talk.
It was. We just talked for like 20 minutes about the state of various industries.
Video games.
And made fun of Cole's girlfriend, but we're not going to say what we made fun of her about, so that way when she listens to this, she can have crippling social anxiety.
Stop it.
Spoilers. Yeah.
Kirsten, I'm just messing with
You're
you.
terrible.
I am the worst. Hey, welcome back to the Movie Rubric. I'm Timothy McDaniel.
Cole, right?
Jonah Jovi.
And this is the first episode I've done without headphones.
Oh, yeah. None of us have headphones on
I was
today.
going to go grab my headphones, but lately I've been the only one with headphones, and I feel like...
I have some. I just forgot. If you would have worn them, I would have
My
worn them.
earbuds only have like one working ear because the other ear got ripped off when we played at the baseball stadium at one time.
Okay.
Whoops.
I just like, I don't know.
haven't
I
bought
feel
a
like
pair.
sometimes, I don't know. I was just like, I'm just going to try it without headphones and see what happens. And maybe I'll hate it. And maybe I'll listen back and there'll be a lot of things wrong. But who knows? Here it is. No one has headphones on. We are not being monitored right now.
We're winging it, baby girl.
Jonah, what movie are we actually talking about?
One battle after another.
All right. Yep. It's the newest movie by Paul Thomas Anderson. Did I say that right?
Oh, you're going no notes also.
I'm going no notes. I'm very underprepared. It's been a busy week. We're in the middle of like the 3 busiest weeks of the world at school. But I'm glad to be here with you guys. Glad to hang out with you.
Nothing wrong with winging it.
Yeah,
you know?
glad to talk about...
Maybe a rough episode, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Hey.
glad to talk about video games and monsters and movies with you guys. So Paul Thomas Anderson. I think that's right. If that's wrong,
Yeah, that's right.
don't correct me. Everyone hypes him up as a big director, and I feel bad. I don't know if I've seen another movie of his.
I haven't. I've heard a lot of There Will Be Blood. People say that's like one of the best movies ever, but I never watched it.
Yeah,
So.
I feel like I need to go check out his catalog because when I was talking with a coworker, I was like, "We won't watch one battle after another." He goes, "Oh, is that's the new PTA movie, ain't it?" And I was like, "PTA," and he's like, "Paul Thomas Anderson." I was like, "We have him down to initials."
Parent Teacher Association?
Yeah, I felt bad. I feel like I should, as someone who like does a movie podcast, I feel like I need to see more of his work. So
Yeah, I don't really know much about this guy either.
yeah,
More to discover, but he makes good movies.
I've heard of him. If that helps, like whenever I saw it was by Paul Thomas Anderson, I nodded my head. I was like, I've heard that name.
Like, sure, he's a director. That exists.
He's no.
Tommy Wiseau.
I was gonna say like a dumb, stupid director. Yeah, Tommy Wiseau.
He's no Tommy Wiseau.
I almost said Ryan Johnson,
Oh,
but Jonah might have actually defended Ryan Johnson.
I might do it right now. I mean, he made a really good Star Wars movie. One of the best of the sequel trilogy. Actually, the best of the sequel trilogy.
I think the 50th. I pitched this the other day. I need to look into the way we can do it. I think one of the 50th specials, or one of the specials we should do, should be us watching the movies and just recording it live.
The sequels.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sequels.
I don't know how we can get by with that without like any sort of copyright.
Yeah, I think as long as we don't,
Disney will be coming after us.
I think as long as we don't show the movie, I think we'll be okay. So I think we just we put it on. We tell people if they want to watch. We set up like my 360 camera and then set it to only show the couch. Like you can put blocks on it, right? And scrunch it down to like a wide shot. I say we do an ultra wide shot of the couch. We don't show the TV. Some audio might sneak through, but like with these microphones, it shouldn't too bad. And then we just say like, hey, we're starting episode 7 in 3, 2, 1. And we like hit the button.
Yeah.
And then people can watch along with us if they wanted to.
Yeah, we could do like show the movie, but it would have to do. You have to do. It has to be heavily edited. Not heavily, but
No, it does.
you have to do a lot of editing.
It has to be
do fair use.
It has to be transformative. That's the
Yes.
word they're going to throw around in court, which would mean that we'd have to pause it like every 20 seconds and talk at length about a section.
What some people do on YouTube is it'll be in the corner, and about every 10 seconds it'll disappear for 10 seconds. Then it'll come back every 10 seconds, and do that back and forth. And apparently that works, but then you miss every 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So
I think I'd be fine with that if we
Yeah.
had like something that could do that for us. I'll see if there's an OBS plugin.
yeah, we don't have to do that every time. Yeah,
So like I don't want to push the button, but if someone else, like if the computer can push the button for me, to
that'd be nice. Yeah.
I'd do that. So all right, one battle after another. Leonardo DiCaprio, couldn't tell you a single other person in the movie. If I had my notes,
Sean
with-
Penn was the general. I think was he Scarface?
No,
No,
I don't know.
Oh, I'm an idiot. He's not Scarface.
he's not Scarface.
I'm an actual idiot. He's in some older movies. He looks really familiar too. I can't name you a role he's
I
in,
wanted to
but
make a joke about his name being Penn. Be like, was he in The Office? As a Penn, but it was a really bad joke when I was going to make it, but it's slightly less bad of a joke if I acknowledge and talk about
That's a
the
bad joke. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
talking about the joke is funnier than making the joke.
Yeah.
Cole's looking up what he was in.
I'm looking.
What was he in, Cole?
I'm looking. They're acting like this guy. They give me the founding father, like John Penn or Sean Penn.
Sean Penn.
Sean Penn. That's one.
Cian Penn.
He founded America? What?
There was a John Penn who was a founding father. Okay, here we go. Sean Penn. That makes more sense. I am Sam.
Sam, I am.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. There we go. That's a big one.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's see here. Who else? Dead Man Walking. 21 grams. Licorice Pizza.
Once again, like
The Pledge.
I remember seeing his name pop up like on the trailers, like Sean Penn. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Gotta say though,
He did a good job.
I think best actor in the movie.
You think so?
Well, my favorite actor in the movie.
Okay,
but
he did do a really good job.
I think
was in-
DiCaprio did the best.
He was in the Angry Birds movie.
Wait, was he Mighty Eagle?
I hate that Jonah knows the Angry Bird names.
Dude, I love
Can we talk
Angry
about
Birds.
how a kids app got not one movie, but didn't it get two or
Terrence.
three?
It's getting 3. 3's coming. Who do you voice?
Terrence.
He voiced Terrence Lee goes, that's all he says.
Yeah.
Imagine getting paid to do that.
Paid a lot of money. Well, it's like Vin
about,
Diesel and
I was
Groot.
gonna say, I think of Vin Diesel doing Groot. That's
I am
like-
Groot. Yeah.
Yeah,
$1 million.
awesome. Money, please.
You know, I don't think the Angry Birds movies are good, but they are funny. They are funny movies.
It's hard to take his opinion whenever his like number
Captain
one movie is
Underpants.
Captain Underpants.
They're really like as movies are not that great, but they have made me laugh.
Hey, I'm surprised you haven't asked us to watch Dogman now that it's on streaming.
I haven't even watched it either.
on Netflix.
I'm a fake fan. I'm a fake fan in the fact that I've never read the books or seen the movie or know much about it.
Did I see that Tron Eris is streaming on Hulu already?
Is it?
I don't think
could've
so.
swore I
It
got
just
an
came
album.
out.
I don't know. If it
Got an
is.
ad for it yesterday. I don't know if it's real or
Oh,
not.
I don't know. But I heard that movie was a little stinky.
Really?
That's the chatter I've heard.
Darn it. I was hoping to go. I'm weirdly hyped for that movie.
I still want to see it. I mean, people have been wrong. Like The Last Jedi, people were really wrong about that movie.
That'll be it. We can't keep making the joke that we're going to end the episode. We got to come up with new material.
Yeah,
like Jonah has to get a taste.
I have to get a taste.
He has to get taste.
Oh, okay.
Like good.
I have really good opinions, and they're always right.
Sure.
Give it 10 years, and everyone's going to be like, oh,
Hey,
dude,
I-
Last Jedi is such an underrated masterpiece, bro. And I'm going to be like, I told you.
Hey,
What was that voice?
Tyler, I
know.
hate to bring this up also, but remember, he gave Treasure Planet a B rating on our tier list.
And
did.
I think I brought this up on the episode, or on the show, but like, who had the comment section flooding to defend his take in that?
Hey, TikTok apparently loves Treasure Planet.
Listen, it's not just TikTok. Like I think we posted it to Facebook too, and everyone agreed
No.
with me, right?
No, they weren't mad about Treasure Planet. They were more mad about like all the other
Ones.
monstrosities.
People- a
of
lot
our
of-
Everyone
tier list.
agreed with me that Atlantis and Treasure Planet were both S tier.
No, they didn't.
I think that was you.
On
TikTok, they
TikTok,
did.
yeah.
TikTok,
Yes.
they did. A lot
Now-
of people on Facebook got mad about Bolt
Yeah,
and Meet the
Bolt,
Robinsons.
we disrespected evidently.
We did. Okay, honestly, Bolton C was a little harsh, but I just
You
didn't
feel like I
care that much
abstained
about it.
because I
Yeah,
hadn't seen it.
you did nothing to defend.
I did
it
not.
either,
I was
Jonah.
like, Bolt's like a B, and you're like, I think like D or C. I'm like,
I said
no,
C.
all right.
I'm like,
I was like,
yeah, you didn't
I
even
was like, you can go
try.
and see. It's fine.
Blame it- it's all on Jonah.
didn't
Yeah,
know
I'm not that passionate about Bolt, but it's a fine movie.
Yeah.
So
All right, this movie.
Yeah.
We
we
like to get off topic. So, one battle.
top.
You like it off top?
Off topic.
Pause.
One battle after
Pause.
another. General thoughts about the movie. Non spoilers. I did enjoy the pacing for the first 3/4 of the movie. I'm with you on this, but I agree. Cole thought it drug at the end, and I mostly agree with him. I enjoyed, as the name implies, that the story was told in this movie in a different format than most other movies. There was no exposition dumping. There's no character introductions. It is
Just goes,
literally
goes.
just like scene,
Yeah.
scene.
Never slows down.
Yeah.
till the
You
end.
gave me some eyebrows, Cole. What were you going to say?
I think this movie drug more than just the last fourth of the movie. I felt like it was moving along really quickly. I didn't know this movie was gonna be 3 hours long.
It
Me
didn't
either.
feel like 3 hours.
For me,
I agree.
For me, it did. Like it's not. It doesn't have the same thing as like trending 3 hour movies, Endgame or Oppenheimer or things like that.
Yeah.
Where
A Snyder cut.
where
was 4 hours.
where I'm entertained for 3 hours.
Lord
This
of
one-
the Rings Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition.
No. This is like kind of like the same problem I have with even Return of the King Extended Edition here.
Well, that one's long. That one's the longest one. I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It gets to the point where it's boring.
I- Disagree, but go on.
Dang, we're having another fight about
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Can never have too many fights about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
True.
true.
Did you see Henry Cavill, like, in an interview recently, they asked him what his go-to comfort movie was, and he said, like, watching the extended cuts of Lord of the Rings, and I was like, this is why I would be gay for that man. Like,
He's
this
very him thing
he's
to
my
say.
king.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna find out who we're all gay for on the Valentine's Day special.
Oh, yeah.
Our kings.
Yes,
Yeah.
our kings.
So,
So you don't like the pacing at all?
I just this movie. I would probably never watch this movie again.
I feel that.
It's long, and for me, I'm like, yeah, there was some cool action in it. I didn't hate everything in it. I think the acting was really good in it. The soundtrack really loved in this movie.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It felt like it just drug for me. It felt like it just drug and drug and drug. I'm like,
I feel like there was hardly any action in the movie, which I was surprised about.
Yeah.
Like, the trailers...
what little there was, though, was cool.
It's
Yeah.
more of like he mostly is avoiding the action for a while, like when all the soldiers are in the cities, like ducking around everywhere, and then at the end, he doesn't really do any fighting. I don't think he shoots anybody, does he?
He takes some shots.
He takes some
That's
shots.
it.
He tries to
He
kill.
misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers. My
Terribly.
bad.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot
Spoiler.
before that.
Whoop. My
Spoiler
bad.
alerts.
The
A gun
humor-
goes off.
I did like some of the humor in this movie, also.
There was made me laugh a
really
lot.
funny
Yeah.
moments. Yeah. This gave me like a slightly better phrased. I don't even want to say that. I want to say better. It's a different flavor of Tarantino.
Yeah,
Like,
a little bit.
The focus on the dialogue, the long, uncut, like there's a scene where he's trying to make a phone call. And yes, it does some cuts back and forth. When I say uncut, I don't mean that like it's an extended shot, but I mean like the scene was, I think, like 10 minutes of just back and forth with one guy just like having a conversation over the phone.
Yeah.
It was really funny and really well made. And it gave me Tarantino vibes.
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, I thought this movie made me laugh a lot. I thought, like, overall, I mean, you know, like in terms of performances and visuals and audio, I mean, production was really good.
It was one of the best shot movies I've watched in a long time.
Yeah, production overall was really impressive, I thought, personally.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
objectively, this movie has a lot of good things.
Yeah.
For my personal taste, it didn't click with me like it clicked with you two.
It was
Yeah.
definitely very artsy. And that
And
doesn't
I-
necessarily make it good.
I like artsy stuff,
But
but
like
Yeah.
I'm saying, like for anyone who's thinking about going to watch it, it
It has some heavier subject
has like
matter in it.
a like I'm doing something this way to do it this way because I want to be different about it.
Mhm.
And if you're into that, great. If you were like, I want a traditional turn off my brain kind of movie, this isn't it.
no.
No.
That's
This
what
isn't
I
close
was
to this.
kind of expecting this was going to be. I knew nothing about this movie.
Yeah.
I didn't either, really.
I knew DiCaprio was in it, and then I thought of a different movie that with Matt Smith in it. I'm like, oh yeah, Matt Smith's in this movie.
Yeah. He's like, I'm
oh
excited
wait,
to see Matt Smith in this. I was like, Matt Smith ain't in this. I was
A
thinking
different
of,
one?
I was thinking of a different movie.
the one where it's like they're all looking after the money. Like,
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
Caught stealing
Yeah, sure.
yeah, that's
with
it.
Austin Butler.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Jewish guy show up.
I'm like,
Yes.
I'm waiting
Yeah.
for where's
That
Matt
looked
Smith
not
and the
bad either.
Mohawk at?
That was
Yeah.
pretty good too, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it already came and went, I think. But
Yeah. No, Cole thought we were watching Caught Stealing, I think.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
like,
like-
I'm excited for Matt Smith. I was like,
in your defense, I feel like every time we saw a movie, this movie's trailer and that movie's trailer were always back to back, right next to each
there
other.
was a trailer for something at this movie that comes out this weekend. What
Oh,
was
it's
it?
a Roofman.
Roofman.
What was it?
Roofman with Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
looked really cool.
And I thought that looked pretty good. And then it was like, this Friday. And I was
Yeah.
like, what?
I remember seeing the trailer on YouTube, like right when I woke up, and it was kind of foggy. Like my memory was foggy, and then I saw a trailer in the theater. I was like, I remember seeing this and thought it looked good, and I never heard anyone else mention it. And now it's here.
Here she is.
Here she is. It looked good though.
I will say, while we're talking non-spoilers, Roofman kind of reminded me a little bit of it. Without getting political, I'm surprised no one's calling this movie woke. So, like, Superman came out, and
Everyone
like,
flipped their lid
that
about it.
movie's woke garbage. And then this movie about, like, American freedom fighters standing up to, like, a white man-controlled, oppressive, racist government, and we're freeing Mexican immigrants. I've not heard a peep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
this-
like, huh.
awfully quiet. The thing that would
We're-
probably be like you'd have more of an argument for.
Yeah, like,
Here's
I
the
could-
thing: a lot of the people calling the movies woke online, they're just trying to get people mad to get clicks, and this movie's not popular enough to
Get people
get people
mad.
mad. But if you say Superman, the American icon's woke, now people are clicking on your stuff
Yeah,
and
the
getting
people who,
angry.
like,
yeah,
You got people like my dad and my grandparents. I don't know about my grandparents. My dad, one time we were talking, and I was like, "It's got Leonardo DiCaprio," and he's like, "I can't stand that guy. He's so woke." My dad's not country, but like that's
that's not how
that's like how I heard it in my head. Love you,
say
Dad.
it's not
I don't
very-
think my dad listens to our podcast, but Dad, if you ever do, I love you. Your opinion is valid, but also that's.
Whoops.
Yeah. He was like, "I won't watch anything." I don't think he said I won't watch anything with Leo in it, but he is like put off by things with Leo.
Some people will like. I even seen with Superman will not like even give it a chance. Like it's not woke, right?
Yeah.
People just say that.
Like you heard it was, but you never actually watched it.
With that being said, I don't want to call the movie woke.
It's
but,
not.
like,
I mean,
I will
it
say
is, but it isn't. Like,
it has.
It has political message.
it's a buzzword.
Yeah,
It has
it's a
some
buzzword.
political messaging in it. That's a
Yeah.
good way to put it. And I don't 100% agree that it was trying to like force an ideology, but there was a couple times it did get a little preachy,
little heavy-handed.
a little open up. Here's the message, and like I had mixed feelings on how well they did that. But yeah, so that you should know that going into this movie that it's very. I need to see when they started production on it. It's very relevant
to now.
to things that are going on right now. While there
It's
are
kind of
like,
insane how well it lined up, to be honest.
While
at the
there
start
are
a while
like
ago.
ice raids going on in like different parts of the world right now, and like then we watch this movie where they're essentially
ice raiding a town. Yeah.
small town full of like Hispanic people. Like it is. I don't know when it started production, but it is like timely.
It is very timely. Yeah.
So. And I'm not going to say whether like I agree or disagree with the messaging. I want you to watch it and form your own opinion on that. I just want you to know that messaging and that topic is going to be in the film if you go watch it.
Yes, it's definitely like you said. It has political messaging in it, but people like to call things woke because it's a buzzword.
Yeah,
But
It reaches a point, like with a lot of words that is thrown around, where it's like it means nothing at this point.
yeah,
Like everything's just woke.
everything's woke.
Everything's
Superman was the
everything.
worst one because like, dude, the message of the movie is like, be nice. And then people are like, oh my gosh,
Woke
what
Hollywood
the heck
garbage.
is this? Yeah,
Oh man.
that was crazy.
Let's do thumbs up for this one. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Should people go see this in theaters? I'm gonna give it one thumb up, which I don't know how often I've given something only one thumb up. It's either thumbs up or thumbs down. I normally love the theater experience. I don't know if this movie benefited from like the big screen theater experience. And I don't know if I'd enjoy it more or less at home. I think I overall like the movie, but like I don't think this is one you need to like take time out of your life to make sure you catch in theaters. This would be a perfectly fine one if you're interested to watch it when it comes to streaming.
I would also agree with the streaming. I would personally, since I really didn't. It's objectively good. I have to press prefaces.
Yeah.
Objectively well made. I didn't really like this movie though.
Yeah,
I'd probably never watch it again. I probably wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
totally valid.
So I'd probably go one thumbs down personally for
One
me.
thumbs down.
But if you like the artsy stuff, Tarantino's a good example of it. If you like the Tarantino slow burn movies, which I like some slow burn movies, but it is, just didn't click with me.
It is a slow burn. I don't think we actually explicitly said that, but it is a slow burn. Despite how fast paced all the shots are, as a whole, it's a slow burn.
You think so? I thought maybe like
I think like
until things really hit the fan, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like stuff's always happening.
I feel like it took a while for the movie
To get
to
going.
really actually kick
true.
off to what it was even about.
It was about an hour in when he finally goes off on his little
Adventure,
journey.
yeah. The exposition was pretty long, which was
And it
important,
wasn't even like it
but
was like
The
exposition.
prelude. The prelude here is
Act 1, I guess.
It wasn't even like little paw. My cat's trying to get in here. It wasn't even like honest to goodness exposition. Like something with what was the Spider-Man movie with Mysterio? Was that two?
Far From Home.
Far
Yeah.
From Home. There's a scene in that one where they just like
It was they're in the bar. He's like, "Yeah,
There's
we
several
did it, guys. Remember when I was a worker at Stark Industries and then he yelled at me or something like that?"
There's
Yeah.
another one where they're like at a hologram table and he's like, "Let me tell you what's happening, Spider-Man." And
Yeah.
like a bunch of like holograms start popping up and it's just like, you see Alien A said this to Alien B and Alien C's cheating on Alien C's Y. And it was just like, what?
Confusing.
Yeah. So while there was a lot happening, it took a long time to get the movie going. It wasn't like there was a ton of information presented. Cole pointed out that some stuff could have been cut from this movie. I agree with that. Like, I think you could have cut some stuff and this movie would have been fine. but what to cut? That's the thing. Jonah, where you at? Thumb up, thumb down, thumbs up, thumbs down.
For everybody else, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I think this is a really good movie. Not even really good. I think Tyler's leaving. In terms of production and like everything like that, I mean, it's pretty extremely solid. I just think I'm giving it one thumbs up because, like you said, like Cole said, I don't think this movie is for everybody. I think, especially what kind of mood you're in, like it does have some very topical and kind of serious subject matter, and you might not be in the mood for that. And like you said, I don't think it's necessarily something I need to work on my speech. You don't necessarily need to go to the theater to see it. It's not necessarily a blockbuster, but I mean, I would definitely, if you're in the mood for it, to digest some more stuff, I would definitely check it out on streaming, or if you're into this kind of movie, or I would see it in theaters then too, but not for everybody, so I'm gonna give it one thumbs up.
I'm not even saying this to like poke fun at Cole, but like it's not Avatar. I think Avatar is one of those movies you need to see in the theater.
Yeah, it's not even like
This is way better than Avatar.
it's not even like weapons.
You like this more than Avatar?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you heard him say that. Yeah, weapons. Yeah, no, I feel like there are some movies, weapons a little bit, but like
Here's the thing: the humor.
Avatar Way of Water in IMAX was like, oh, that was so cool. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, watching that in 70 millimeter IMAX.
Oppenheimer is better than both Avatar and
That was so cool.
I agree with
like, Dune.
Dune is Dune is the definition of you got to go to the theater.
Gotta
to
go
watch
to the theater to see it. This
Yeah.
is a movie that, like, while I enjoyed it, you do not need to go to the theater to see this movie.
No, yeah. I mean, I will say, like, our theater, maybe this may be more credit to the movie than the theater. The mixing was perfect in the
Our
movie.
mixing was great.
Our mixing,
Yeah.
this is about like as perfect as I could ask for.
I
with
want to
mixing.
give. I think they know they're being threatened. I don't know. I think they know that they're
What?
on the line.
You're gonna threaten someone?
Huh?
You're about to
going to
threaten
war?
someone?
No. Okay. So the Marion Theater closed down.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Someone else bought it.
Yeah, and someone else, a different chain, has bought it. So for the first time since the one in Benton closed down,
Yeah.
there is a non-AMC theater
In our area.
located in Southern Illinois that's easily accessible for the people in our area. And I think Carbondale's maybe picking up that, like, hey, we got to be on top of it. So I will say, and this was unrelated to the theater shutting down, I noticed our seats were new.
Oh, really?
Hey, you didn't know? Yeah, the
Yeah,
seats
they were new.
Those were new seats. They were a little bit skinnier, which is fine. I could care less about that. I thought the padding was nicer. They were clean. And then what really made me notice is I realized that they were bolted in and like the backs of the bottom ones were different. And I only know that because Cole and I were in a theater once where a guy just like flipped one up.
Oh, he did? Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
You had to fix it.
I was looking, I was like, oh, these are new seats. And then I don't know if they did new speakers or what, but yeah, like the mixing and the speakers, very crisp.
Yeah,
Very
about perfect.
You could hear everything very clear.
And good news, Josh mentioned this to us outside of the podcast, obviously, but the theater that is buying our other theater is the same company that owns the one in I don't want to dox us, but Harrisburg.
We're in Southern Illinois.
Yeah, Southern Illinois. Yeah, here,
My address is.
I was gonna say we'll post our addresses.
Jonah lives at.
I lives here. Come and get me. I like Last Jedi.
Neener,
Send your
neener.
bomb.
Here's a social security number.
Social security number. But they play A24 movies, so we actually might have an easier option to watch those in theaters.
I just like.
Sorry, my phone went off, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't
I'm on call.
dislike AMC like with a passion. I do think they're getting a little greedy. They're getting a little too corporate. Here's the thing: when I'm in your AMC theater, I don't need 4.
They changed the commercial title.
They did
They
change the commercial,
did.
but regardless of that, I don't need 4 different ads for AMC theaters. I'm here. I bought the ticket. You got my money. Right? Stop advertising to me. I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to hear about how good AMC is. I'd like to watch the movie, please. Like,
Yes.
We
Especially when there's 30 minutes of
there's
other ads.
37 minutes of ads for this movie.
Yeah.
And that might have been why it felt so long.
Yeah, we got there pretty early.
There was
also.
over 30 minutes. I think we were close to like 37 minutes if I looked at my phone properly of ads. And 4 of those were from the theater we were currently paying money to sit in.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's the A-list ad. There's the
Coke one.
the Coke one. There's the lady. I can't remember her
Nicole
name.
Kidman.
Nicole Kidman. And there's Please Silence Your Cell Phones.
Okay, so then there was 5 because there's also the one where it like zooms in through the stars and shows the people sitting in the theaters.
Oh,
And then it's like
That's Coke, right?
That's the Coke one.
That's the Coke
no,
one.
that's not the Coke one. It's like AMC members can upgrade to our newest
yeah.
plan to
Oh, yeah,
receive
yeah.
up to. So like, and that one's 3 minutes long. So yeah, there was 5 AMC ads at
Yeah,
the
it
AMC.
gets a little ridiculous.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
And also, our ads started late because I got late and the ads hadn't even started.
I'm upset. I was joking with Cole when we went and saw 28 Years Later. We showed up 5 minutes early and missed approximately 20 minutes of movie. And
Something
then-
had to have happened.
had
I
to
know I
have
say that
happened.
every
And then
time.
for this one, we got there relatively on time. There was like 30, almost 40 minutes of ads. It's like, come on. All right. Wee woo, wee woo. You guys ready to talk about spoilers?
Uh-huh.
What was that?
Uh-huh.
Why'd he moan?
I don't know why I did that.
You guys,
He made a
must, you,
face,
guys,
too.
you guys must have been hearing things.
He looked Cole in the eyes as he did it.
Yeah,
I'm
his,
glad it
nip-
wasn't
his
me.
nipples are hard too.
Whee!
I had a kid flick and twist my nipple today.
A kid?
Yeah, a student. I'm a teacher. We've talked about this. I was walking through the
Wow.
cafeteria.
Be careful how you phrase that. You could end up in jail.
No. I'm telling the story because it's ridiculous. Just talking about like stupid kids. This kid, have him in class.
There's a
he's-
knucklehead.
He's a knucklehead. I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he meant anything bad by it. He's just like, he's maybe, he's a little goofy. He's a little goofy. And I hope I've never given him the impression that like he and I are just best buds. You know what I mean? But I do like this kid. He's funny. And like, he's not a bad student. But I was walking through and these guys were like pushing each other. And I was like, hey, like, don't be pushing each other in the cafeteria line. And then I said, excuse me. And I went to squeeze by. And he reached out and he did the thing where you like flick your finger up along someone's like nipple. And he like went, and I was like,
Scooped and slammed you?
bro. And I didn't say bro. I was like, hey. I was like, do you realize how inappropriate what you just did was? And this kid just like smiled and like, once again, I like this kid. I hope he doesn't do a podcast. There was no one home upstairs. He was like, just like kind of half smiling, just like nodding his head. And
Yeah, man.
I was in a hurry.
Waking and bacon over here.
I was in a hurry and I was like, I have to go. I was like, but I will be writing this up. I hope you realize how inappropriate that was. And I wrote it up. And then I went to the office later at the end of the day. And everyone in the office, apparently all they do all day is just like read the discipline reports. And they're like, Tim, are you going to be okay? Do you need counseling? I heard you were assaulted today. And
like,
I'm
hey,
like,
yeah.
I'm going to go home and cry in the shower. Yeah, no. Where
No.
were we? We were
We were spoilers, yeah.
How we?
That is crazy, though.
Because Jonah moaned. Man, I
Sorry.
love being a teacher. It's got you deal with some wacky kids though.
Yeah.
Facts.
All right, we're gonna get to spoilers now. If you're planning on to see the movie and haven't yet, this is your warning. If you don't care about spoilers, we hope you keep listening. I want to start off personally. Oh, my chair's cracked over here. Someone has sat on the arm of my chair and cracked my chair
Well,
over
are
here.
you getting rid of the chairs too at the table?
I am, but I'm not charging him for them. So yeah, Raymond, if you're listening to this,
So we can smash these.
I didn't know about it. It's not destroyed. You probably just want to like be careful around it. But yeah, I didn't charge him for I think I'm doing $700 for everything,
Okay.
which I feel like is
I mean, it's a nice table.
it's a nice table. I feel like it's hardwood.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an appropriate
Podcast's
amount.
going to be changing. We're getting a new table. We're going to change the whole vibe.
I had someone offer me 12 for it, and I decided to sell it to Raymond for the price that we'd agreed upon. So,
That's nice.
yeah.
You're a
Raymond,
man of honor.
Raymond, if you're listening, love you, buddy. Where was I?
I'm going to kiss you, Raymond,
I
next
wanna
time I
spoilers.
see you.
Oh, I want to talk about, or I want to start with, is the freedom fighter situation. And I'm not going to get political about it.
Yes, we are.
I'm just going to, no, I'm really not. I'm just going to say,
Down with the government.
I had a hard
hate the
time
government.
rooting for any of the freedom fighters, and I couldn't figure out if the movie wanted me to or not.
Maybe it's
'Cause
make your own decision.
Yeah, I think it's
Sometimes- here's the thing.
intentional.
Sometimes the freedom fighters did good things. Sometimes they did evil things. And I was like, okay, so we're like working in a gray space. I can work with that. I love gray spaces in movies. But then as the movie went on, every now and then it got a little messagey. We talked about that. We could talk about that more later, especially with like the Christmas Adventurers Club. Like it got really
That was funny.
I like those guys.
That was
Yeah.
funny. That was funny.
Funny and scary.
And scary.
Yeah.
Because that group exists out there. Like,
Oh,
no
yeah.
doubt
Oh,
about
yeah.
it. That's a real.
It's the Illuminati.
That's
the
a real
Illuminati, the
thing that
racist
exists out
Illuminati.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
the racist white man Illuminati. And like it gets a little messagey, and it's like, okay, the freedom fighters are in the right. But then there are times that like it just paints them as like the worst. And I was like, I'm having a hard time wanting them to succeed or fail. I was very indifferent to their cause, the way it was phrased for most of the movie. And I would have preferred either more or less messaging. One or the other. Like, does that make sense?
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. I interpret it as like their cause was good, but Leonardo DiCaprio's guy even says at one point in the movie, like, me and your mom, we did bad things. Like, so like, I don't know, maybe
And like they acknowledge that like
a little bit of a gray area,
they
like you said.
acknowledge
Yeah.
that the mom
was bad.
One went off the rails. She shouldn't have killed the people. Like, they weren't wanting to be like people who killed civilians. They acknowledged that that was bad.
Yeah.
And they also acknowledged that she was a rat. You know what I mean? Like, and she ratted out her friends for her own safety and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, it was. I normally love morally ambiguous gray areas in movies. I feel like this one's
a little real because there's groups like this out there.
Yeah, it was just hard. I definitely wasn't rooting for the ICE police general guy either.
No, the Christmas Club.
Lockjaw?
Stephen Lockjaw.
About the only person I'm really ever rooting for is Leo's character.
Yeah.
And to get back with his daughter.
Yeah.
And it's almost hard to sympathize with too many people past that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe that was intentional.
I'm just saying Lockjaw has aura, though.
Lockjaw, like I said, evil character.
It's so cartoony.
Endlessly entertaining. Also, great villain name.
I did love Lockjaw.
General Lockjaw. Come on now.
It might be a
genius writing.
It might be a spoiler, but I think he was, or for our podcast, but like I think he was my favorite character.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so too.
He was hilarious, and
he-
Sean
he
Penn
was-
I'm not
played him
gay.
so well.
Yeah, he was hilarious, but he was also like terrifying.
Yeah,
Like when he's like with his daughter,
Waiting for the thing.
the test, and he's like looking at her, he's like grabbing her face or whatever. I'm like, oh, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies
It's like,
with him. Yeah,
Why is your shirt so tight? Are you implying that I'm gay?
I'm not gay. If that's
I'm not a homosexual. Or the part, oh my gosh,
Oh, I was
the part
dying.
this was equally creepy and funny. Like you laugh, but you're almost still like a little freaked out. Is when he meets Leonardo DiCaprio in the store, and Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't know who he is. Like, is that for your kid? He's like, yeah, I got a girl. It's like, got a mom. He's like, yep. And he's like, is she black?
He asked what her name was.
He goes, sounds like a black name. He goes,
Sounds like a black girl's name.
he goes, I love black
You may
women.
like black women, but I love it.
He goes, I love black women. I'm like, okay, that was really
I
disturbing.
mean, we started off the movie with "Get It Up."
Oh yeah.
I'm like, Tyler, what did you bring us to here?
Yeah, this was like how how Up has they say Up has the saddest opening 10 minutes in movie history. This
Up, really?
This has the horniest 10 minutes in movie
It really
history.
does.
It probably definitely doesn't, but
What do you
it
think
seemed
it's-
like
I
it.
didn't think it was horny. It's weird. Like, it's funny.
It's bizarre.
You had that
I was
part.
not
you
turned
had
on watching Lockjaw get a hard on.
well, you had
What
Lockjaw
a
getting the
sense.
hard on. You had Leo and the lady making out with full tongue down the throat, getting a hard on. You had him grabbing the tush. Then you had her like dominatrixing him later.
Okay.
And then
I see what you're
That
saying.
was all in
the guy
15
is
minutes, yeah.
The guy is looking through binoculars, probably touching himself over here.
Yeah,
Hey,
really weird.
Oh,
Hello.
power. Hello.
Now we still got power. I
No,
think
we got power
Are we
there.
recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
You got a light
Wow.
on in there.
Alexa, turn on the dungeon lights. All right,
Okay,
in the
we're in the
dark.
dark now.
podcasting in the dark.
Well, all right, cool.
I wonder if my wife, we have a lot of smart bulbs in the house. I wonder if she went around and said, like, Perplex said, turn off all the lights,
Yeah.
because these would be on that. That's really funny, actually. I should be able to turn them on from my phone. Anyways,
At least the board's still going.
yeah, the board is still
Yeah,
going.
we're still
What
live.
was I saying? I actually really
Horniness.
appreciated that they didn't show nudity in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though
They showed an erection, but they had that.
but it was underpants.
Yeah.
I feel like I should specify. Like, I don't mind nudity in a movie if it's done within a reason. You know what I mean? I think we talked about it. I think that Oppenheimer had it within reason because there's no way to show them having the conversations they had during intercourse, covering everything up. Like, you know what I mean? It was,
Yeah.
But then like the interrogation room was to show that, like, by him sharing what he shared, he was basically showing the entire world what they had done together. Like that, while I could have done without it, I can understand why they made that decision.
Yeah.
A lot of times with movies like this, they do nudity just to do it, and I'm
Yeah,
appreciative.
yeah,
and-
we're rated R. Yeah.
yeah, I'm happy that they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could always go without seeing a wiener,
Yeah, that's true.
personally. Yeah.
No, 28 years later.
That one was funny, though, because it was a zombie wiener. And it was a wiener double.
He had that Travis Kelce wiener.
Yeah,
The
the
Red
wood.
Oak.
The Red Oak, yeah.
Jonah probably liked Oppenheimer because it was Florence Pugh.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, just kidding. I forgot that happened until you mentioned it, actually. You said nudity.
That's the one part I really didn't care for in Oppenheimer.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of, I remember you sharing that. And I get it. Like, if I,
it felt weird.
It did feel weird. You caught me off guard.
but I think it's supposed to feel weird.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Like,
uncomfortable.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
If they hadn't, I think they could have done it without the nudity. I shouldn't say that. But I think by doing the way they did it, it makes you extra uncomfortable.
Like the way he did when he had to reveal that to the whole world.
Yes. And I think that was the goal, is it was supposed to be weird and uncomfy. But in this movie, I'm glad they didn't, because there would have been no need for that. They made us weird and uncomfy without us seeing where she put the pistol when he was up against the wall.
Yeah, that was also weird. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Just kidding.
Really funny scene.
Yeah.
Really, really funny scenes all around. All the stuff with the sensei guy as they're driving.
Oh, he was
through the
cool.
city.
Yeah, I liked him.
And that might have been... Okay, real quick. I feel like before we go off a tangent. Favorite character? Mine's Lockjaw. Anyone have a different favorite character?
No, like I said,
I would agree with Lockjaw.
Lockjaw.
Yeah, he's like I said, evil, not evil man, but man entertaining and killer performance.
And the actor playing him, Sean Penn,
He crushed it.
crushed it.
Crushed that.
There were so many times he did this weird little facial twitch thing that was just like... It was spot on.
Yeah.
And it just fit him.
His walk was also goofy.
His
Like,
walk was
yeah,
good.
the walk
I
was
told
good.
you my kids were going to make fun of me, and one of the kids did come in and was like, "You walk like that guy from that one movie." And I was like, "What movie are you talking about?"
Don't
They're
say
like One Battle After Another, and I was like, "Shut up!" I knew who they were talking about. They're like talking about Lockjaw.
Yeah.
So, he did have a really funny walk.
At the end, when he's walking over the hill, his face is all bloody. He's like,
I don't even know how you survived that.
I was a little
Yeah.
upset. That was honestly a scene that upset me, because the only reason the guy in the like blue Mustang turned around and got out of his car was to check that the dude was dead.
And
yeah,
he was definitely appeared to be very dead.
Yeah.
got shot in the
Dude got
face.
shot in the
And
face with a
flipped his
shotgun.
vehicle.
Yeah.
Flipped his vehicle, was left upside down unconscious for who knows how long.
Draining blood out of him.
And like having blood rush to your head. Like, I don't know. Oh, I feel like in that moment, like they would have put another bullet in him or something if he was still alive. So like I was upset that he was alive. Yes, it gave us a funny scene later in the movie where the Illuminati people choose to interview him, and we get the whole like little semen demon conversation, which was really funny.
So she was a semen demon.
But that's all that him living got us. It accomplished nothing for the movie.
And then they just gassed him out. And
except for them to kill him later. I think I would have rather him have just died.
yeah. I'm like, no way. These guys just walking over the hills like it's nuts. Like, there's no freaking way.
No way, you're
It
back.
didn't
Yeah, I thought
add
we were gonna
to-
have another showdown with them.
Yeah, it
Like-
didn't add to the movie. And like Cole said, the movie's already really long.
Yeah, I actually think. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
But-
I was gonna say we just could have cut that.
No, yeah, I was gonna say the point in the movie. I just like sort of pointed right into the microphone.
You're good.
That point in the movie where he gets shot, he flies off the road. That's the point when I feel like the movie should have started to wrap up.
Yeah.
I think after that, because it's like at that point he is Leonardo DiCaprio's character. He is like right behind where his daughter is, and you think it's going to be a showdown, and then they take the daughter the other way, and then there's like I think another like half hour or more of movie.
Yeah.
I think it should have should have went and had a little showdown there. They shouldn't have had her go back, even though I did like the scene with the hitman having his little redemption arc. Remember that they give her he gives the daughter to the guy.
Oh, you're not talking about the hitman. You're talking about the like guy
The bounty
who, like,
hunter
that gets rid of people.
Yes, and then he's like drops the daughter off and he's looking. He's like nah, and he grabs the gun. That was a cool moment.
That
but
was.
I do think the movie just should have at that point started closing up a little bit.
Yeah.
That was when I was like, this is dragging a little bit.
I would agree with you.
So
Yeah. As much as I didn't dislike the ending. There's definitely some stuff they should have shaved. But at the same time, one of my favorite scenes at the end was them like driving with the jazz music playing and like showing the
hills.
and the
Yeah.
road. That scene was really long. And many people would call that unnecessary, but I loved
it builds the tension when he slams on the brakes.
Yeah. And I really loved I need to watch it again. I might be misremembering. It almost felt like each car had their own like little instrument because and once again, I might be misremembering and I might be just pulling this out of my butt. And if that's the case, I apologize. Only seen the movie once. Like when it was on The Girl, it sounded like there was like this little like 3/2 Roomba like rhythm stick thing, like this tick 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 tick, and that would just kind of play here and there when it was on her. Then when it was on the guy in the Mustang, it had this like shaker, like, and then when it was on Leo, it had like the guitars and stuff like that. And then as they all got closer to each other, like it started like to get louder and louder and louder. And as it cut between the three, it felt like it was cutting between those three instruments. I might be making that up.
Like, I noticed that during the part where he meets up with the dude that gave him the baby hunting rifle,
Yeah.
the Hispanic fellow.
Mm-hmm. The sensei guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like this jazz music played, and it like lingered for a very long time. It's cool.
Yeah.
Because you kind of forget that it's there.
Yeah, it blends in. Yeah.
It blends in, but like it's like the same, like it like loops it for like 10, 15 minutes there.
Yeah. I think the soundtrack of this movie is one of my favorite parts of it.
It's really good. We said it was very Breath of the Wild sounding with a little
It felt very jazzy and like improvisational. And once again, I need to look this up. I might be making this up. It almost felt like they shot the movie and then put the people in like a room and had them watch it and like play while they're watching.
That's what it seems like. It's very reactive.
Yeah, like
reactive
they
music.
slam a door and he slams and then the drums go. You know, like I could be wrong, but it felt like they maybe recorded the music after the movie was shot and just had some people improv.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
It was. Yeah, it was
and
really
if they
good.
didn't do that, it felt like they did that. So that's still really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really nice. Favorite scene, I love the scene where they're running through the city with the skateboard people.
That was funny. Yeah.
He's like running over the rooftops.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to keep up with them. That whole like little number was super funny. And then it really caught me off guard and I laughed way harder than I probably should have when he missed the jump.
Yeah. The tree.
And then lives and then immediately gets
tasered. Yeah. That was funny. Yeah.
I thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so good. Do you guys have a favorite scene?
Yeah, I have two that are like up there. One is the first like council meeting with the Christmas
Yeah.
people. I don't know why it cracks me up. It's
That
just
his knock was Jingle Bells
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah, that. But also the main one though, probably that's a close second. Favorite one though would be when he's on the phone trying to get his get the
Oh,
code.
that was
Like
so good.
I need to know
that's
what
real.
time it is.
Yeah.
It's like no, just it's me. Like come on now.
Yeah.
That's real.
It's like
That's
the
so
two-step
real.
authentication thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then,
He's like, I've abused a lot of drugs. My brain is fried. I have not been good to my body. I cannot remember what time it is.
Like,
That's so real.
well, what was the answer? Well, time and space are irrelevant. And like, oh, shut
Time
up.
hasn't
Yeah.
been created yet or something.
Shut
like that.
up.
the part that was so real is when he like goes the whole spiel like that. Like my body has been calling me, please. I need to find my daughter. He goes, I understand that, sir, but I need to know what. And you see him go. He like starts slamming his head against the wall. I'm like, that's real.
Like, he literally does a Karen moment. Like, I'm going to speak to your manager.
Yeah, and the manager's like, do you know who you just hung up on or something like that? Yeah.
The funniest part of the movie for me was him trying to charge the stinking phone. So
all the
he's-
time, yeah.
He tries to plug it in like 20 different times, and every single time he plugs it into an outlet, they're like, no, come on, follow
Yeah,
me.
sensei, this way,
And then
yeah.
he gets somewhere new, and then he plugs it in, and he's like, nope, not here, follow me. And then the sensei introduces him to like 13 different families. He's like, this is so-and-so, and then he's like,
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
I thought that was so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. I think my favorite one, it might be either the second meeting with the Christmas club, because it was like, I don't know, they're just like so like chilling, because like they never explicitly say like, oh, we hate colored people.
Yes, they do.
They do. Well, I mean, okay, but the thing is, like, they don't like
They don't say those words.
They don't say
but,
those
like,
words. That makes it creepy. Is you're like, what's this little club here? When you meet them and they start talking, like, oh, they're like uber racist people.
One of them literally Nazi saluted.
Yeah. But like,
They were hiding it.
just the way like they talked, like especially that older guy, that when he goes, make it clean, like he said it in such like a genuine old man voice. It just was so like,
I want to eat off the floor.
yeah, you want to make it clean. We should be able to eat off the floor. I was like, that is so like evil and uncomfortable.
She's a
was-
semen demon.
Yeah, I just thought that was really good.
No, my favorite, it was like...
yeah, it was. They were explicitly
He's been
racist, but
accused. There's some suspicions that he may have had a mixed race kid, and the guy's like, "What mix?" He goes,
Black.
"I don't
know if I can say
There's
it.
no easy way to say this. Black. Oh god."
Yeah,
They all like sigh.
yeah. I guess that wasn't a good term for it. They were obviously like racist. That wasn't hidden, but like they weren't just like, oh man, we gotta get rid of these Mexican people. It was just more like the way they talked was just like so casual about it. It just made it more creepy.
I did like, so going back to like the freedom fighters versus America, I liked those people because it didn't make the enemy America. It didn't make the enemy police. It made the enemy this very particular racist secret group.
Yeah.
Which probably exists in some way, shape, or form out there. I'm not so
It's us.
blind. What?
It's us.
It's us three right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not so stupid to pretend that those people aren't out there in positions of power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But like it definitely like it now pits us against Lockjaw and those four gentlemen, and they were almost cartoonishly evil.
Oh, yeah.
And this is
yeah.
what I said earlier, where I said like I either wanted it to have more or less of a message.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that it made them so cartoonishly evil that it wasn't even trying to like be preachy in that moment. Like it was like these are just evil people. You know what I
Or
mean?
it's not like a stand-in for
it's not a stand-in for like the government or anything
or some
like that.
or some person or something like that.
Like I really appreciated that aspect of it because they could have really easily picked a U.S. figurehead or like someone similar and like been like it's this department or it's the military in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I made him over the top and cartoony. Like no one acts like this.
and maybe that's what Anderson was going for. Maybe Anderson wanted it to be a stand-in for someone, but I think they were so stupidly cartoonishly evil, like the guy literally Nazi saluting, that it made it just like, okay, now our battle is against like racist, actual fascists, like who are just stupidly cartoonishly evil, rather than like people versus freedom fighters.
Are you doing the 6-7 thing?
6-7. I do think
Oh,
they definitely like in terms of real play organizations, they definitely do criticize ICE a little bit. But in terms of the main villain, they made the main villain like, I mean, come on, Captain Lockjaw, that's a cartoon character right there.
Yeah.
So
Stephen Lockjaw.
Stephen Lockjaw.
What a name.
You mentioning ICE. I probably shouldn't say this on the podcast. I'm going to say it.
I'm going to say it.
Because it's funny. Not because I actually feel this way, but because it's funny. I had a thought, and it was just a grazing thought, like a little bullet grazed my arm.
He's about to say something crazy
during the movie.
Insane.
Yeah.
We're watching not once, not twice, but 3 different times all of the ridiculously ludicrous steps that these people are going through to like hide illegals here. And for a brief moment, I was like, man, this feels like a lot of work. I think I would just live in Mexico at that point.
Let's take me away at this point.
Like, literally, they were going through so many steps to remain hidden, and then one person in the movie does it rather than go on the run for her whole life. She goes to Mexico.
Yeah,
like,
I
you
get
know
what?
what?
The movie,
I'm out.
The movie acknowledges that it's an option, and then at one point, I'm just sitting there watching them go through like this like rehearsed life or death situation, and they're like, we've done this before, like Operation this, and I'm like, man, this seems like a lot of work. I feel like if I had to go through this, I would just live in Mexico.
Yeah, like-
and obviously I'm not like, you know what I mean, I don't really necessarily feel that way, like everyone going through these different life circumstances. But
Yeah, I was watching this movie. Yeah.
Like for
The
me
moment-
personally, it's like
the moment it hit me, and I was just like, this just feels like a lot of work.
Like,
if it was
and
me,
like-
I would just be like, I'll just go live.
like, is it even worth it at this point?
I'll go
Yeah.
work for the cartel. And that's what it is.
I'll
I
get
think
shot.
good living there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah.
Yeah.
You can cancel me over that if you want to.
We're
No,
not,
it's
we're
a-
not
just
big enough to
Taylor,
get canceled.
Now we're
Taylor
gonna
Swift
cancel.
likes her friends canceled, right? Isn't that the song?
I don't
Sure.
I don't know what that means.
Guys, we need to listen to the T Swift album.
We should. I've only heard Wood.
Yeah, it's rough. The lyrics are interesting.
About Mr. Kelsey.
You know, there's only really one song about his wiener, but like, you know, I was talking with someone today about it. Totally off tangent, but like, this is the first album she's made where she's like, oh, she's engaged. First off,
Yeah.
obviously, the first one she made, she engaged. I felt like there would be more happy, I'm in love stuff, like what we had on Red,
Yeah.
and instead, there was one song about his wiener, and then every other song was just like
Regular,
mostly sad and depressing.
regular
Yeah.
Swift.
Yeah,
Regular
like regular
Swift stuff,
It's
yeah.
like, where's the like, I'm so happy I'm getting married. I found the one. Like, me and my girls getting ready for the bachelorette party. Like, where are all those songs?
We need more upbeat, fun stuff.
Yeah, less like, it's really hard being a billionaire.
And literally like
Life of a Showgirl.
I'm gonna I'm gonna like what I think they said somewhere that like, you know, not to get super green thumb, but she pollutes equal to like
It's insane.
the lifetime. She's polluted equal to the lifetime of like thousands upon like hundreds of thousands of average people
I saw
because she
one-
flies her plane every single day, all over the country.
One of my favorite comments was like, she recycled all of her stuff from past albums to cut down on her carbon emissions.
yeah, to make up for her time. Yeah,
There's a guy on TikTok I liked who did he was imitating the guy who did her drums. He's like, oh, yeah. I put about as much effort into these beats as you put into your lyrics. I hope you like. Into the flash drive.
I
Oh,
hope you
that's too
like.
good.
He's like,
That's
oh, yeah,
funny.
yeah. People love to hear you cuss. You're a sex pot. You should moan more.
Sounds like Prince Charming from Shrek.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
mother.
So, do you guys have a different favorite scene? I said mine was running through the streets of the
Yeah, mine was either
Yeah.
the second meeting with Christmas Crew or the hills at the end.
hills.
Thought that was pretty cool.
I liked the phone call with him trying to get that dang password.
That was good. And
Yeah.
Jonah brought it up earlier when they're in the church, just the two of them, like the lockjaw and the daughter, whose name I can't remember.
Yeah, sure.
What's her name? What's her name?
I don't know.
It's a black girl's name, according to Lockjaw, but I can't. I actually didn't think it was.
Cherie, I don't know.
It wasn't even like.
I think he said black girl's name to his wife. I think.
No, guess what the kid's name was, right?
Yeah.
One.
I don't even
battle
think the name was like
after
that much of a
another.
black girl's name. Like when I think, like,
Characters.
here's where I'm gonna get canceled. Like what I was gonna say, there was a meme going around years ago of a lady who did an interview, and her name was Erica, and it was spelled AIR-Recca, WRECKA, like someone who wrecks air. Like that's what I think of, Air Recca. That's what I think of whenever someone's like that. To have Lockjaw be racist, like that's a black girl's name. That's a name I would think of.
But he loves black women.
He loves black women.
I can't even find her character.
Her character. I think she did a good job for being like
Oh, I thought you did great.
a
Yeah.
younger actress. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how old she is.
I mean, there really wasn't like. I mean, there's good performances. It's like you gotta have like that standout performance.
I don't think any of the kids in the movie did bad. There were some high school kids.
Like there was a lot of good performances, but not like that next level of like
yeah,
this is like the peak here.
yeah. Well, he's looking
Oh,
at
Willa.
what is it?
Willa.
Willa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I also apologize. My mustache is a little too long. I need to trim it, and it just hit the mic like 5 times.
So
I
is
don't know
mine.
if that's going to come through like a little tickle in your ear.
a little ASMR, little Jonah mustache.
There you go. You get
ASMR.
my beard.
Yeah. Going back to like being unsure of the freedom fighter message, like I didn't fully understand like the dad's MO. Like at the beginning, he's wanting to rescue immigrants. Great.
Cool.
I can understand that. And then we're planting bombs in courthouses.
Yep,
I'm unsure what that is accomplishing.
it's a thing.
It's a thing. And then from there, we're robbing banks.
Mm-hmm.
Once again,
Happening.
what are we doing? Why? Like, what's the reason? They never show any of that. And then this guy lives his whole life like off the grid without a cell phone because of all this stuff. And then the end of the movie, they make a joke because he got an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why did he get an iPhone? Like the military could still come after him at any point.
Yeah,
Like
That's what I thought too. I mean, like I know that Lockjaw was kind of rogue a little bit, like he was out of line, but I mean, he still
the
is,
commanding
is,
officer.
is now a caught. I mean, legally speaking, he's
if
a
anything,
domestic
he's
terrorist
actually more at risk than he was prior to all these events happening.
because now the government knows where he is.
Because now he has like been involved with like killing government officials like in a second raid.
Yeah,
Like, so that's I was like, why is this the bit? The joke at the end is like, oh, look, the freedom fighter grew up and got a cell phone. Once again, like what? I don't know. Once again, it just had a really weird, I never was sure how to feel about their stance and situation or their motives and why they were doing what they were doing.
yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
So-
And then one of the guys, the guy who like does the radio station who gets arrested at one point, they almost made him out to sound like a crazy guy. Like he's just ranting about like consumerism and commercialism and stuff like that. And like the voice and the way they had him do it, they didn't make him seem like someone who was actually fighting the government. They almost
Like
made
he's
him,
right. Yeah,
They made him sound like one of those like crazy people from a Grand Theft Auto game, like where they're clearly doing like a character, like a bit.
like an Alex Jones type character.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. We're coming up on an hour here. I feel like we actually talked about most stuff in more in this movie than we did in most stuff of our other movies recently.
Yeah, there's
A lot of good stuff. Bad stuff we didn't like. Cole, I feel like we've done nothing but talk about good stuff. Cole, why don't I let you lead us off? Like, what did you not like about the
I
movie?
just didn't like how long it was.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't like Travis Kelce either. We got to stop making that.
Yeah,
joke.
I mean,
Some
go
of
on.
those
It's
stories. Yeah.
topical right now.
Redwood tree.
Redwood trees,
like-
love was the key.
It felt like that first hour of the movie where it's all the backstory stuff. Just that felt like that drug.
That felt like a drug to you?
It drug. The middle felt like there'd be like, yeah, it's broke up into one battle after another here, but it felt like those battles drug. It felt like everything just drug in this movie.
I'm going to politely disagree on the beginning part.
I spaced out for a second, but then my brain caught up with what you said. Yeah, I think up until that wreck, it drags at the end. Other than that, I think it was paced really well. I mean, stuff's always happening. You're always on the move,
I think up until the moment we start getting in vehicles and driving at the end of the movie.
That definitely felt, which for me, it felt even worse when it got to that point.
Yeah, I felt like the pacing of the movie was fantastic up until that moment. And even then, I didn't hate it. Do I think there's some stuff at the end that could have been cut out? Absolutely. But I really think only like a little bit less than a quarter of the end of the movie actually drugged.
Yeah.
And also, really, the plot, the plot really wasn't like anything.
And no, that's kind of what I was going with. Most of the plot was this guy trying to get his kid back.
And you, guess what? A movie did that better already. Finding Nemo did it better.
It's valid.
Yeah.
Maybe Marlon was a Freeman fighter.
And it wasn't 3 hours long.
I think the plot was easily the weakest part of this movie.
Yeah, it just felt like there was just stuff happening just to have stuff happening at some points.
I would agree.
For me, it's a simple plot, but it's not
You didn't have to have a 3-hour movie for this thing.
I agree with that for sure. I think it's a simple plot, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think it's much like the Odyssey. He has an overarching goal, but he goes on little misadventures along the way.
Jingle All the Way did this better also with the...
That is the structure of the Odyssey, the hero's journey.
Which movie?
Jingle All the Way.
You're the one saying
Jingle
that.
All the Way. I didn't hear the word jingle.
Yeah.
I don't know what he said, but it didn't sound like jingle.
Jingle All the Way did this type of storytelling better than One Battle After Another.
We can all agree that Arnold Schwarzenegger was fighting consumerism.
He was.
The American patriarchy.
And he told that man to put that cookie down.
Yeah. And he beat up a black guy at the end of the movie. So,
He freedom fighter.
But then he was nice to them.
The anti-freedom fighter.
No, the kid was nice to him. He was like, take him to jail.
There was actually a bombing in that movie, too.
Yeah, a domestic terrorist bombing.
There's domestic terrorists.
Crazy.
Wow.
So, ahead of its time.
Ahead of its time.
Really, I've been saying that for years. I'm glad you guys are finally seeing the light that Jingle All the Way is the best Christmas movie.
I mean, I didn't say that, but...
No, it's the best Christmas movie.
Nah.
Name one better.
Christmas Vacation.
Elf is better.
No. Oh, definitely not.
Elf is way better.
Live action Grinch.
Elf is overrated.
Elf
and
is
I've
not
said
overrated.
That, and I'll keep saying it.
Wrong. That was really childish.
Die Hard's
I'm
better.
sorry.
Die Hard's great. I consider Die Hard a Christmas movie.
I'm gonna do.
Die Hard's good.
But it's not the best Christmas.
You know what? You're gonna start saying that Elf is overrated. But it's about to do the "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared." The
It's true.
What else is better than Jingle All the Way? Polar Express is better.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not. No, it's not.
Polar Express is S tier.
Polar Express deserves to die in a hole.
You don't like
somewhere.
Polar Express at all?
That movie sucks.
Polar Express is
Hold up.
S tier Christmas.
I don't think it sucks. I just don't like it.
It is
flipping
the perfect
garbage.
Christmas movie.
No, it's not.
It is the perfect Christmas movie.
it's not.
It has childlike wonder and magic.
That
So does Jingle All the Way.
That movie
No,
sucks.
it does not.
Hold up. Everything you name for Polar Express, I can name in Jingle All the Way. Go.
Anything?
Childlike Wonder and Magic. We literally have a man flying with a jetpack and a magical boomerang during a Christmas parade.
There's also a mafia in that movie. That's
Yeah.
not childlike wonder.
Yeah, he beats
Better
up
than Polar
And a
Express.
domestic bombing.
He beats up a Santa Claus mafia in the back room of a warehouse to Christmas music. That's awesome. That is totally childlike.
I
wonder.
think it's awesome, but if I was a kid, I'm like, dang, Santa's not real. This Polar Express is like, oh, you're questioning if Santa's real. He is real. He is real.
Israel?
He's Israel. We're getting political again.
Santa Claus is responsible for the war in the Middle East.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
I was telling Cole at the theater, there's an anime. It's either out or getting ready to start. Like I watched the preview for it, and I really want to watch it. And it's called Santa, and it's about a guy who, when he wears red clothing, he turns into like a hulked out Superman version of Santa Claus that beats
I love
up
that.
demons.
That looks
and he can
cool.
only turn back to normal by eating jelly beans.
Every version of the
Oh.
Grinch is better than Polar Express. Every version.
No. Benedict Cumberbatch is not better than Polar Express.
He's
That is
better than
blasphemy.
the Polar Express.
No.
I need to watch them back to back to have a strong opinion. This conversation is turning into one battle after another.
True.
Let's know that.
Speaking of one battle of after another, I hate to do this, but I have to one battle phone call after another one. I have to make a phone call.
Right now.
Yeah, I'm still on call for work, but it'll be. I can step out for a
Like
second.
you mean right now, the second?
This second, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's been like 15 minutes and I haven't called it back.
Maybe I'll remember to put some like funny, goofy music in during this part. All
Yeah.
right.
We can just freestyle for
we'll be back.
for a time.
Episode deleted.
Hello. Hey, we're back.
We're
All right.
back. I'm so sorry, chat and gamers.
He's on call.
I'm on
Jonah,
call.
unlike us, doesn't have a real. I'm just kidding. You have a real. Your job is actually
harder
helping
than-
out people who need medical.
And you're on
devices.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm on call.
So I'm actually. You're basically like a first responder.
In
a way,
it feels
like
a little
firefighters-
generous.
Maybe second or third.
Firefighters have nothing on you.
You said
yeah,
yourself.
actually,
You said
yeah,
I'm
I'll
better
say
than the
that.
whole fire department and the police
I
department.
did say that, and I said they could come fight me, and I would win the fight. Yeah,
The next time I would call 911, I'm gonna be like, hey,
call me.
Hey, call Jonah Jovi.
Yeah, if you get stabbed, dude, call me. I can help you out.
So,
Honestly.
we're going to wrap this up. We were about to start wrapping it up anyways, I feel like. But we are going to wrap it up so Jonah can go save
Yeah.
someone's
no
life.
rush, no rush. I don't have to leave right this second. But
You want to go ahead and say her name out loud? And maybe like the
Doctor.
community could come. Yeah.
yeah, I can violate HIPAA real quick.
Yeah.
I get fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Hey, then you'd have more time to record.
Yeah, true. That's facts.
So, alrighty. Any final closing thoughts? I really put a lot of phlegm on closing. Any final closing thoughts?
I don't think so. I will say what we were talking about before. I just want to say, Polar Express fans, please come defend me in the comments.
We have to revisit some of the Christmas.
I just want to say what I
We
said
got time,
before.
yeah.
I don't actually would rather go live in Mexico, and I understand why these people would do what they're doing.
No, I get what you're saying. Based on this movie, you'll be like, I'm too lazy to even bother with this.
like,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a lot of
There's a lot of work.
It's not
Yeah.
even worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No closing thoughts. You know what?
I would get to Mexico and realize that I don't have a White
Cole,
Castle. and I
or
would
Jonah,
leave.
why don't you start us out? I feel like I never have Jonah start us. Jonah, get me going.
What?
What?
Huh?
Get it up?
Pause.
Play,
What's first
actually.
category?
Plot.
Like I said, the plot is simple. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it drags towards the end. It was still entertaining at the end. It just dragged a little bit. Other than that, the rest of the movie I thought had great pacing. The plot was simple but effective. I was invested the whole time. I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it could be a 5 just because the pacing was really good. I thought for the rest of the movie, but the ending 30 minutes I thought drags that down a bit for me.
Yeah. I'm going to give the plot a 3. It was, in my opinion, I think the weakest part of the movie. I feel like when the premise of your movie is like one battle after another, shot, to then completely change that formula in the last quarter was a little jarring. Not bad. I just felt like they kind of lost the motive. And then with that mind, I've complained about like I had a hard time sympathizing, rooting for, or rooting against really anyone in this movie. The only people I always rooted against was the evil Nazis in Lockjaw. Like, you know what I mean? With the exception of that, though, like at least I understood their motives. Like I don't agree with their motives, but you know,
got where they're
like,
coming from. Yeah.
It was really hard to.
Well, okay, hang on. I just said you got where they were coming from. That's not what I meant. You understood how they thought. Yeah.
I think we need to clip that.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Who's not? You know.
Yeah. Whoops.
But I feel like I maybe even a couple moments because the plot was just okay would go up or down. I think that like all the really, really funny moments are then lost on things that don't make sense, like Lockjaw surviving the car crash at the end for no reason and stuff like that. So what would have been a 4 gets knocked off by a couple things. The couple times I thought it might have been a 2. The comedy moves it back up. It kind of just evens out. I'm going to go 3. Cole?
I agree with you. I'm going 3.
Okay.
Very, very fine. Very middle of the road.
Higher than I thought. I thought you'd be like 2.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be lower.
No,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to be objective about it.
Well, why don't you start us
I've
off in this next one then? Start us off with acting.
4.
4?
Performance is really good in this. Not, like I said earlier, not any standouts by any means,
Yeah.
but everyone was good.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't really a bad performance, but I don't feel right giving it that 5.
Yeah. Jonah, what about you?
I thought that dude, I'm so sorry. I spaced out. What's the category?
Acting.
You're going to go save a life later tonight.
Not
I
really.
want to make something very clear.
You're overselling my job.
I want to make something very clear. Jonah, to my knowledge, maybe he does when he's not here. I don't know. I really don't think so. But he's never here, like, lit up or anything like that. So if someone asked me, they listen to the podcast, they're like, is that Jonah guy just really high when you guys
No,
record?
People have thought I smoke weed before. I'm like, dude, I don't smoke weed.
Yeah. They were like, someone asked me that the other day. Is like, is that Jonah guy just really high when you guys record? I was like, that's just
Someone
Jonah.
asked you that?
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, that's just Jonah. That's just how he is.
No, I'm a sober man. Anyways, acting, I give it a 5. I thought Really well acted movie. I like Leonardo DiCaprio. He always does a great job. I thought the Dar did great. Sean Penn, I thought killed it. The sensei guy, I forgot what his name was. The guy who played the sensei, but that is the perfect cast for that role. Like kind of a nonchalant sensei guy hiding immigrants in his attic. Even like the wife. The wife I think is supposed to be kind of, not the best person, but I thought she played her really well. 5.
5.
No.
Okay. I'm going to go 4. All the acting was good. I'd say some of it was above average. Like, nothing was exceptional. Leo can be a phenomenal actor. I think he did good in this movie. He was fine. Like, I think he was just good. So I'm going to go with 4. Nothing was bad. Nothing was great. Nothing was like exceptional. Nothing gave me a 5. No one's performance gave me up to a 5. Cole, I had you start us off with that one. It's my turn to start us off.
You do.
Audio. This one's an easy. I know we said we want to stop just trying to hand out 5s for audio, and the audio was fine. But like, I feel like this one, the audio was one of the few times in a hot second that the audio was incredible. Like the mixing for this movie, great. Despite the fact that there was a lot of stuff happening in some scenes, I could always understand characters. Never once did I feel, even when people were mumble talking, like Lockjaw, from time to time, like excellent. AD and stuff like that. Maybe not ADR, just like what's the dialogue editing. People who like make the audio like understandable.
Yeah.
The soundtrack was incredible. Like fit the movie perfectly. I'm gonna go 5 for audio. Cole?
I'm also going to go 5. That was definitely the best part of the movie for me was the audio and like the soundtrack and everything, and a lot of like the lingering like jazzy ambient stuff.
Yeah.
Jonah?
I agree. 5. I thought this. I said maybe just our theater stepping up their game, but I thought at least when we watched it, the mixing was perfect. Like you said, you could hear everybody. When someone shot a gun, like it was just loud.
Gun sounded good.
Guns
the
are
gun
loud.
sounded really good in this movie.
Really good.
Way better than I've heard a gun sound in a while. Even like Leo getting shot at one point when he was like up on the mountain with his little 22, the bullets hitting the little parapet he was behind. They had a punch to them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of movies don't have.
Yeah, it made you very scared of the bullets and whatnot.
The panning of the audio we talked about was really good too. There's a couple times that like the piano would go like boop 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 in our left ear and then doo 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 in our right ear and like move across the theater.
It was really cool. Yeah, and like you said, I liked how the music almost seemed like it was reacting to the scene. And 5, really good. I think also one of the best parts of the movie.
Why don't you start us off for visuals, Jonah?
Honestly, like I said, production wise, this movie is like really solid. I might give it a 5. There's some really great, exceptional shots. The hill shot's great. I like the scene where he's handing the girl off to the bounty hunter guy. And it's just like the big wall zoomed out and they're like in the center. I always could tell like what was happening in a scene, even though the camera's moving all the time. It was still the camera was moving all the time, kind of shaky cam, like following him, but it was never.
Sometimes it was,
it was never like it was never like I don't know what's going on or this is too much. I'm getting sick.
Yeah.
I gotta give visuals a 5. I just think this is a really production wise, audio visual. Just a really, really crisp production.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna also go 5 for visuals. Try not to just hand them out, but like I think this is one of the most well-made movies I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
The cinematography and the framing, like you said, was excellent. When they wanted it to feel like you're in with the freedom fighters or like resisting, it was like guerrilla hand cam shaky running along with the actors. But then when they wanted it to pull back and show dialogue, it was smooth. Then they had moments where it pulled back and was like the wide angle shots. Like they kind of did a little bit all of it. The cameras on the front of the car for the hills was just, I don't know why I loved it so much.
it's really unique.
It
a very
wasn't
unique
even that
scene.
difficult or like, and I feel like I've probably seen it before, but I feel like it was done really well here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go the overall just vibe and aesthetic of the movie also, I feel like was cohesive. Sometimes with movies like this, it loses some cohesiveness, like, but I felt like the general vibe and craziness of it was just all throughout good. So I'm going to go 5.
Yeah.
Cole, visuals.
4.
4. Why are you knocking off that point, Cole?
I mean, for me, it was good, but I guess you guys interpreted it as something different. Like saw it like it something clicked with you guys more so.
4 is really still a good score.
To give it that 5.
Yeah.
I just didn't have that same like it looks good. I don't think it's like for me personally, it doesn't give it that extra nudge.
Yeah.
It didn't blow me away or anything.
Yeah. Nope. Totally get it.
I get it.
Cole,
I would say it's a lower 5 for me. It's not like a hard 5.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Like it did a couple things exceptionally well. Like
to give it the 5.
For me, 5 is like something at least was exceptional. There was enough there to bump it up for me. But it's not like a.
For me, if there's like a movie that like looks overall really good, but then there's a few like shots or scenes where I'm like, oh, that's cool. That is like, oh, that's a 5. You know,
as much as I don't really like the movie overall, I would have to give Episode 9 of Star Wars like at least a 4. If
it
not a
looks
5
good
because there's a
it
couple
does look
scenes
good.
that just look phenomenal.
Yeah,
like, there's a scene or two here and there that I'm like, ooh.
When they're fighting on the Death Star wreckage and all the waves are crashing over them,
awesome.
that looks cool. Dumb scene, but looks good.
Even Last Jedi has.
Jedi.
I think
the throne room scene, like in the red and everything,
looks great. I think the salt
sand
planet.
I was gonna say the salt planet. Just
that's one of the most visually stunning Star Wars fights ever. Yeah,
probably of all time, of all cinema.
Maybe.
I thought you were pushing his buttons a little bit. I thought it was too much.
No, I was trying to.
I mean, it's really good. No, listen, I want you to
great.
understand this. I give credit where it's due. That's why I had the idea for this podcast.
That's true.
I wanted to start rating movies objectively for all of their elements, regardless of how I felt about the movie as a whole.
So you know that plot of Last Jedi is like a solid 6.
0. Maybe 1.
Really?
There's some stuff.
I will say this: I love Last Jedi. Plot would get like 3, like probably 3. The first part of that movie is atrociously boring when they're on the casino planet. That part is boring.
And the beginning.
That is the beginning.
The plot of that movie. Here's the plot. Here's the plot.
Here
I'm going
we
to
go
summarize
again.
the plot. Are you ready? I hope your
We
lady
got him going. It took us a while, but we
lady
got him
doesn't
going.
die from oxygen deprivation.
Oh, she's fine. She has oxygen. She's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the plot of The Last Jedi. You ready?
Yeah.
One ship wants to catch another ship. And for the first time in Star Wars history, not only are we concerned about fuel, but for some reason, both of these ships, despite being vastly different sizes, go the exact same speed in space.
Just don't think about it, man.
Well, okay. No, hold up. I'm not done.
Mary Poppinsing across the.
So for the first time in Star Wars history, we are concerned with fuel. And both of our ships can only go so fast. And apparently, bullets curve now in space too. Let's not forget that. Don't know where that's coming from. Lasers, they can't hit. Jonah, they're too far away. They're exactly far enough away that they can't escape us, nor can we hit them. So, and then in the midst of all this, people escape somehow and are allowed to escape. We go to a planet where the stupidest chain of events happens.
The casino planet.
The casino
That
planet.
part is bad. That part is not
they
good.
go in to get
And
a
then
code
it
breaker and get a
doesn't-
different code breaker.
And then it
Yeah.
doesn't even matter because not only did the code breaker betray them for no reason, we also just had him do a job that a droid could do that he wasn't needed for. So they leave the people in the chase and escape, and then they get back to the ship still in chase without being detected. And then our hero from the original trilogy, instead of having an awesome hand off the baton moment at the beginning of the movie, decides that he's going to be a jerk and be like, hey, I know people really like this franchise, but what if the other 7 movies sucked and Jedi suck and I suck? And then he dies because he concentrated too hard.
But he becomes the hero.
No,
he becomes the hero figure that the world expects of him.
No, he didn't because he died.
No, but he saved the resistance.
Did he?
He
He
did.
did
No,
actually.
I remember the Resistance still got their base blasted into. A lot of people died, and they had to flee the planet.
Well, people died, but they would have all died had he not done that.
Yeah, true.
If he hadn't
Yeah.
the
concentrated-
war would have been over.
The war would have been over if he would have done that.
Why did he die doing something that
He
historic
focused all his power, though.
to make a
He's
hologram?
with me on this one.
No. He died doing
Am I rage
something
being
that
a little?
like
Probably.
A little bit, but you
he
know.
died doing
For
something that
content.
historically within the Star Wars universe doesn't actually require that much effort to do.
Here's my complaint about like when people
It's
say stuff
like
like
really
that.
far away.
This
But then, okay, hold up. I'm almost done.
go ahead, finish. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
Go
almost
ahead.
done. while on the desert planet after Luke.
It's a ocean planet actually.
The salt planet?
Oh, the salt
Salt
planet.
planet.
Sorry, yeah. I thought you were talking about his planet that Luke's on.
With
The
blue
salt
milk.
planet. We have the weirdest kind of almost romance ever between two characters, Finn and
Rose.
And
Yeah,
Rose.
kind of the worst.
And
But worse
despite
than
the
Jar
I
Jar.
thought she was okay.
Worse than Jar Jar.
I haven't gotten to my least favorite part of the show yet. Like, I really should save this for a whole episode. But you know
The
what?
debate
have the-
episode,
I
yeah.
have the
put it
debate.
off long
Yeah.
enough, Jonah. I'm doing it now. I put it off long enough. I'm locking my phone. The weirdest will they, won't they romance. Finn tries to make a sacrifice that would have saved the rebellion and probably made it where we didn't kill one of the greatest heroes the Resistance has ever seen, Luke. But instead, Rose decides to keep him from sacrificing himself by ramming her car into the side of him while going like 120 miles per hour, causing them to both tumble. And miraculously, they both didn't die. And then her words are like, we can't win this battle by sacrificing ourselves. Hours after we won a battle by a commander sacrificing herself.
She says we can't fight this by destroying what we hate.
This
But
is not how we win.
We said save what we love, not destroy what we hate.
But this happens hours after Commando Halder, was that her name?
I don't know.
Holdo.
Haldo did that exact same thing. And here's the other part. She wouldn't have had to have done that exact same thing if she didn't keep information from her like first and second.
I will agree with that.
in-
That part makes no sense.
in
I will
command.
agree with that.
She kept information from them just for the sake of plot. And everyone could have lived if she had just told her chain of command what was happening with the movie.
Yeah.
I'm skipping stuff because this isn't the Star Wars episode. But Jonah, that's episode 8.
Okay.
That's it. Hold up. There she is. It's dumb. It makes no sense.
Okay.
It's asinine.
No.
No, yes, it is. And I need you to get it through that big, thick, bald head of yours. It doesn't. Nothing in that film ever makes sense. And Rian Johnson even went on record before the movie and after the movie saying, I just wanted to subvert expectations. He didn't care about Star Wars, its plot, its lore, its canon. He just wanted to make people mad. And guess what? He did it. We're mad.
Here's the thing, though. Most of that, some of that I agree with. I won't get too much into
Only
it.
some?
The Holdo thing, that is the biggest dumb part of the movie. It makes no sense why she couldn't tell Poe Dameron, a trusted hero of the Resistance, what's happening. Absolutely no reason for that. That makes no sense. The Rose thing, it's a little silly and cringy. Doesn't bother me that much.
I want to make it clear.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily knocking that off against the movie. I think the romance is dumb and cringy, and I have no.
I mean, the line.
Look at the whole
I
prequel
have
trilogy
nothing
for dumb romance.
I have
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
against Rose, the actress, either. Some people got really weird and like hate Rose.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just thought she was a bad character, and I didn't like.
She's worse than Jar Jar.
I didn't like her scenes.
That's
you know?
crazy.
I stand by it too. That's not even me
You
trolling.
know what? I agree.
I don't agree at all.
Jar Jar was supposed to be stupid, dumb comic relief. They knew what they were doing. Rose just accidentally became stupid, dumb comic relief.
She wasn't funny. I don't know. I thought
No,
she was
she
fine.
wasn't.
She's just kind of a boring character. I mean, there's
Name
nothing
one
wrong
thing
with
she
that.
does. Except for
Good.
it's not
Name
how we
one
win.
way she benefits and contributes to the plot of the movie.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't
Jonah!
remember. But here's my biggest thing
She
with
pushed
like.
his Finn out of the way. Finn could have been dead.
True, she
What'd she
saved
push him out
Finn.
of the way?
You just said it with the ship.
Yeah, that's not how they win.
She nearly killed him.
Here's
Not how they win. He would have for sure been dead if he
Also,
flew right
I
into
didn't
it.
even bring this up because I didn't want to get CinemaSins semantic-y, but Finn left way before she left.
she would have had to dig a curve. Yeah,
How
I've seen people
did
say that.
She's built different.
How did she
Exactly.
get not only ahead of him, but so far to the right that she could have then sideswiped him on enemy backlines where they both lay there for extended amount of time.
Yeah, they're
and
focused
no
on
one
Luke.
from the Empire shoots them, and then they make it back on foot.
Yeah. Hey, here's the thing though on this. Luke is distracting though.
Not yet.
Yeah, but like,
Nope, not
to
he
get
hasn't
back,
yet. He
to
hasn't
get
started
back,
distracting yet.
To get back though,
Not
they
yet.
can assume he's dead.
They literally sit in front of the giant laser with ships hovering above them, and no one fires at them.
yeah, because
Yeah,
then
that's
they're
fair
like
there.
Luke's coming.
No, they don't even. Stop. Now you are intimating. No, they literally sit there, Kylo Ren above them, jerking off in his like giant ship up, looking down, and he's just like, no, let them have a moment. Now let them escape on foot.
You know,
He's not a very good villain.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
He's not a good villain. He's the best character in that trilogy, in my opinion.
I mean, they all suck.
He's the most fleshed out. I like Kylo Ren. He's a very interesting character.
The whole sequel trilogy is just an abomination. It needs to just go away.
I think here's my problem.
I will let you finish your defense.
I won't go too into detail, but a bigger thing where people complain about Last Jedi that always not frustrated me. I never understood is like stuff about the ship chase scene, or Leia pulling herself through space, or force healing, or the projection. My thing with that, Star Wars has always made up whatever they wanted in the movies. The original trilogy, I'm just thinking imagine you're watching the original trilogy, you think you could get the Force, and now it's this guy's going to shoot lightning now with the Force. Phantom Menace, people don't mention this. They use super speed in that movie.
I agree with you.
They just made that up.
And so, you hear me complain about any of those things?
The ship thing, though, the ship logic. We're going, the ship is catching up with us, but the bullets are missing.
I do think that's silly, but my problem with that is that's the plot of the movie. If that was a scene...
I like how we haven't finished this movie.
No, listen, if that was a scene, right?
We're talking about.
I'd be fine. It's dumb, but I'd be fine with it. If it was a moment in the movie, Jonah, it's the whole film.
I get it. Just for me personally, my movie watching experience, that didn't bother me that much. Personally. We can say that for the episode. Because
we're going to have a debate.
Because we go really in depth with this. And
I could just be...
Yeah, I'm just skimming the surface right now.
I will be master of ceremony and full-on rage baiter for both sides.
You did really good rage baiting, and we got a really good TikTok clip out of that.
Yeah.
I feel like I blew up way before Cole said anything. It was you.
No, he was. I saw it in his eyes. He was saying but the line, they have to say what they love, Tyler. That's when he about...
Listen, I've been holding back... I've been edging.
Ooh, gross.
Is it Big Mouth? Oh, did someone ejaculate here?
Did someone ejaculate on the couch? I hate that I like that show.
The show is so funny.
Anyways, no, I've been...
I respect your take.
I've had a lot of pent-up Star Wars energy.
But we got a lot of pent-up again, so that way we can have a really entertaining debate episode.
Cole,
what are we talking about?
Enjoyment of the movie we watched.
2.
That low, okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
I didn't like it. It didn't gel with me. This is the one thing I'm allowed to be subjective on.
No, yeah absolutely.
I was
your opinion.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I realize that it's well made.
No, valid. I'm not, listen, I'm not judging you.
That's it.
I was surprised it was that low. All right, Jonah.
I give it a 4. I really enjoyed it. I thought I was thoroughly entertained. Like I said, it does drag at the end. I brought that up a couple times, but we all have, but still really enjoyed it. I do think, like I said, given the subject matter and the fact that it makes you think about real world, you kind of have to be in the mood for it. But for this viewing, I mean, I enjoyed my time. I give it a 4.
I'm also going to go 4. I liked it more than many movies I've seen in the past couple of years. Am I eager to watch it again? I'll wait a bit. I will watch it again, I'm sure, at some point.
Yeah.
But, not for a moment. You know what I mean? But I did enjoy it. It was funny, if nothing else. And maybe it wasn't trying to be funny, but it was very funny.
Yeah.
And it was entertaining enough that I will watch this again at some point. So I'm going to give it a 4. So that puts me at an 84, Cole at a 72, and Jonah at a 92, putting our total score.
I glazed this a little bit, didn't I?
That's all right. At 82.6, we will round that up to an 83%.
Solid. It's
putting
low
that
B.
at a low B. I got to type this in on my phone.
Rotten Tomatoes loves this movie.
The internet overhyped this movie a little bit. Or early reactions overhyped this movie.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't see any
it's
early
definitely not
reactions.
as good as I'm trying to think like the Halo series or anything like that.
I've already been rage baited.
I didn't see any early reactions, but I looked up on TikTok this movie, saw what people were saying. And early people who saw this movie earlier, this is one of the greatest movies of the entire decade.
I saw
I'm
that from a lot of people.
It's a good movie.
I saw a lot of little snippets from reviewers this is the best film I've ever seen, and it's
no,
calm
it
down.
Doesn't really do anything that's I mean, it has good stuff, but it's not standout.
Isn't objectively production wise? I don't have any notes on it.
Production.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it was good.
It just man, we're gonna
even as far as those lengthy movies go, thinking of in that category, what's in that runtime still. Endgame, this better. Endgame's better than this. Oppenheimer's better than this. The Batman, I think, is better than this.
The Batman is a good movie. I enjoy some Battinson in my life. This is longer, but the
What?
Snyder cut. What?
I had no. It's about Star Wars.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm not gonna.
We'll put a
I'm
pin
gonna
in
wait.
that.
I'm gonna wait. I just thought about another
May the 4th special.
Canto
Great.
Bite Blight, if I may.
I agree. Canto Bites sucks. That movie,
Yeah.
that part of the movie is boring. Oh man, the throne room fight scene.
There's
It's one of the best shots in all of cinema.
if you
The throne room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
turn off your brain and watch the throne room scene. Yes,
See, there's nothing going on up here.
on a subsequent
Wow.
viewing,
Yeah.
that fight is actually so poorly choreographed. Like, it's
Oh my
insane.
gosh, the hate.
I'll pull up clips when we're done here. When Jonah goes to save a life,
You guys are really making it sound like I'm like a hero.
he is.
You
I think we
say
should clap
that
for
a
him,
hero
You know, like at the
say-
end. So, all right,
We need to wrap it up.
Jonah.
What's an impression I can do? Can I do Sean
Gonna-
Penn?
I was gonna say it was your best lock job, but then I thought of the scene with the pistol in his booty hole or whatever that was happening. So maybe we don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. We can just do Lockjaw in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm ready. Give me your best lockjaw.
I love black women.
That's gonna be a TikTok. Awesome. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good night.